in what is the most ruthless move a WNBA team has made this year. In what is the single most ruthless move a team has made. What the Valkyries did with Julie Van Loo is mental. It is absolutely mental.
The WNBA is collapsing right before our eyes, and Commissioner Kathy Engelbert is standing by as the league unravels in real time. This was supposed to be the golden era. The Caitlin Clark effect was driving record ratings, sold-out arenas, and a new wave of excitement. But instead of protecting that momentum, the WNBA is making jaw-dropping, tone-deaf decisions that have fans furious. These moves are so cold and careless that many are now threatening to boycott the league altogether.
Basically, Van Loo went overseas to play in a Euro tournament for Belgium, right? And basically ended up winning with Emma. And instead of celebrating and being with her fans and family, she tried to hurry up and rush back to the Valkyries. So she got right on the flight, skipped the celebration, and mid-air, not even landing just yet, heard the news that she was waived from the Valkyries, man.
Now, let's get into what just went down with Julie Van Loo and the Golden State Valkyries, because this isn't just a questionable business move, it's flat-out cruelty dressed up as roster management. Van Loo just helped lead Belgium to a Eurobasket championship, the biggest stage in European women's basketball. This was a career-defining moment, the kind of victory that cements legacies and turns players into legends. And yet, instead of being celebrated, she's being treated like she doesn't matter.
So Eurobasket, or the European Basketball Championship, is a big deal. It is whoever wins immediately qualifies for the 2026 World Cup next year. And the Golden State Valkyries particularly had a lot of players take a break from playing in the W to go play in that European Championship, including Julie Van Loo, who plays for Belgium. This is part of their contract, very normal. Julie Van Loo goes to Europe, and Belgium casually wins the whole tournament. Meanwhile, stateside, the Golden State Valkyries, without Julie Van Loo, are having a very successful period of games.
Van Loo wasn't just another player on the roster. She was a key reason Belgium won it all. She earned a spot on the all-tournament second team, averaging 9.8 points, 5.3 assists, and 4 rebounds per game. This was her moment, the pinnacle of her basketball journey. But instead of soaking it all in, celebrating with her teammates, and basking in the glory of a national championship parade, Julie Van Loo made the ultimate sacrifice. She chose duty over celebration. She skipped the festivities, missed the once-in-a-lifetime moment with her country, all to honor her commitment to her WNBA team.
Like, they waived her while she was on a plane. Not only that, her team, like Belgium, the Belgian national team, had a whole bunch of celebrations. They had a whole bunch of celebrations for winning Eurobasket. So she won an international competition with Belgium, which is bigger than any WNBA championship. For them, anyway. For her, it's bigger than winning a WNBA championship. She won. And not only that, they won it in a historic comeback. Spain were up 12 points with 3 minutes to go.
Why did she give all that up? Because she believed she had a team to return to. Julie Van Loo genuinely thought the Golden State Valkyries were waiting for her, that she was coming home to her WNBA family. Despite the exhaustion, the emotions, and the whirlwind of winning a championship, she stayed committed. She boarded a plane, determined to show up for her team. After nearly 18 grueling hours in the air, she finally landed in San Francisco, drained but proud, ready to get back to work for the franchise she thought believed in her.
Tough business. Man, some nasty work there. And I get it, it's a business. You have to do what you have to do. But fam, you couldn't even allow her to get back to the facility. You couldn't even allow her to touch down in the bay before you let her go. My goodness, fam. I mean, have a heart. Where's the 5 heartbeats when you need them, man? Oh my goodness.
This woman was ecstatic. She was ready to reunite with her teammates, to bring that championship energy and winning mindset to the Valkyries. For a brief moment, her social media posts radiated pure joy, the glow of someone who had just conquered Europe and was eager to take on the WNBA next. But that joy didn't last. Reality hit her like a freight train, and what happened next was nothing short of heartbreaking.
Oh, Van Loo got cut?
As soon as she stepped off the plane, bro.
For real? Shut up. It's like when stuff like this happen, bro, it really sink in, like, bro, this really a business though at the end of the day. Like, you feel me? Like, this really a business. Like, And you gotta treat it as such, bro. Like, you can't really, you gotta get out your feelings, bro.
That's why it's hard to get comfortable anywhere, though.
Nah, that's facts.
You don't never know.
You literally, and you always gotta stay on your P's and Q's, because at the end of the day, like, you got a job just like somebody else got a job, just like somebody else got a job.
If you're enjoying this, make sure to subscribe, because what comes next will make your stomach turn. Julie Van Loo didn't find out she was released through a phone call from management. There was no meeting, no heads up, not even a text. She found out the same way fans did, through social media. Van Loo posted on Instagram, literally just touched down in the Bay. I need some time to process all of this and put my feelings into words. I can't right now. That's not the reaction of someone who saw this coming. That's the raw emotion of someone blindsided. Someone whose world just got flipped upside down while standing in an airport, still in the same clothes she wore on that 18-hour flight, still riding the high of being a European champion, completely unaware that her dream had just been ripped away.
In a parade, and Julie posted on her story the video they played of her because she couldn't be there because she was flying back to the States, and she said, "I love you, Belgium, I wish I was there." She posts that she made it to the States, back in Fog City, a heart around the arena, and then the next post is that she's been cut from the team. Literally just touched down in the Bay, need some time to process all of this and put my feelings into words. I can't right now, with some heartbreaking emojis. So why would they do this? Business is business. I'm not really talking about cutting her. The decision they made is the decision they made. They feel like they can move forward without her on the team, but why let her come all the way back to the States before letting her know? And the answer appears to be, from what I've seen from a couple different people online, that if the Valkyries had cut her when she was in Europe, she would have lost her work visa and not been able to make it back to the States. But when they cut her when she's stateside, she has a bubble of time to still have that work visa and hopefully be picked up by another team. And while that technically makes sense, it's very obvious from these stories that she wasn't told that before she got here.
This is where we need to talk about Commissioner Kathy Engelbert, because this entire disaster unfolded on her watch. The woman who's supposed to safeguard the integrity of the league, the one responsible for making sure players are treated with basic respect and dignity, was completely silent while one of her own athletes was humiliated by her team. Engelbert has been commissioner since 2019, and yes, under her leadership, the WNBA has experienced unprecedented growth. But let's be honest, that success has been driven almost entirely by Caitlin Clark. The numbers don't lie. When Clark plays, games average 1.81 million viewers. When she doesn't, that number plummets to 847,000, a staggering 53% drop, or nearly a million fewer viewers per game. So here's the question Engelbert needs to answer. If your league's survival depends on fan engagement and public trust, how do you let something like the Julie Van Loo situation happen? How do you allow one of your franchises to treat a player, a European champion, like disposable garbage and expect fans to stick around?
The way Julie Van Loo was done, she literally left Euroball immediately after her win and got on a plane back to the Bay Area and was talking about her travel plans on her Instagram story. And literally had just touched down in the Bay when they posted about her being waived. And so I'm curious to get an understanding as to how someone is literally flying from Europe back to America and you tell them that they're being waived when they get here. I understand that this was bound to happen based off of players going, coming, so on and so forth, but I think the way we're going about it is not very humanly. And maybe these players understand just based off of how the WNBA is, but it's just very interesting that the Valkyries are going at it about.
The basketball world didn't stay silent about this absolute travesty. Emma Meesman, Van Loo's teammate on the Belgian national team, and the 2019 WNBA Finals MVP, was furious. She didn't hold back, writing simply, "No. Making her miss a unique moment in Belgium is crazy." Just 7 words, but they spoke volumes. And that was just her public reaction. Behind the scenes, you can bet Meesman was letting everyone know exactly how disgraceful it was for a professional league to treat its players like machines instead of human beings. Even WNBA analyst Danny Barlavi couldn't stay quiet. He blasted the Valkyries, saying, "You as an organization cannot allow this to happen." Van Loo skipped celebrating the Eurobasket championship with Belgium to report to the Vox, only to be cut upon re-entering the country. She should have been home. She should have been with her teammates. So unacceptable. And he's right. This wasn't just a bad look. It was a moment that exposed the deep cracks in how the WNBA handles its own talent.